Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday morning, March 1st. New month, and we're looking at the SPY ETS market profile here on Window Trader. And basically, a continuation of what's going on last week. Market gets too long, then it gets too short. Right now, after selling off hard on Friday, overnight from Friday 4 to 8 was basically back and forth through the settlement. And now this morning, look where we're trading as we're attempting to take out Friday's high as the shorts are covering. The POC, which was going to be a upside destination, might be a downside destination by the time we open. Remember, our destinations are far and wide apart from Friday. All we ended up having was the 10 wide and a day's high and low. As far as the Russell's looking to gap higher. So they have their 4-day balance. Remember, they just stretched the 3-day balance barely on Friday, closed inside of it. Now they're trying to gap higher. Now, nothing's changed for them, right? I mean, they want to stop the one-time framing down, but they are firmly in a 4-day balance. So we'll see how that resolves this morning. Triple Qs also attempting, and by the way, we all have the same overnights, basically double distributions from Friday 4 to 8 and now this morning. Triple Qs again at the top of their day as they are in. Remember them also. Triple Qs barely took out Tuesday's low. So again, this will be day 5 of a balance. You could even treat Friday as an inside day. Yes, they took out Thursday's low, but not by much. For my money's worth, I'd treat it as an inside day. So if you do take out Friday's high, the destination will be the top of the 4-day balance. If we come back down and take out the bottom, well, then this will become a very important and visual area. Now, SPY and ES. I was calling the daily down because not only did we take out our 3-day balance, we stretched it by about $2 and closed just above it on Friday when we sold off. So, unless we take out Friday's high, nothing would have changed, and we're still one-time framing down. If we take out Friday's high, we are now into a 5-day balance, including today. And more importantly, or 6-day balance, whichever one you want to use. And then, again, the line in the sand, sees low from the 25th. That's still it. Yes, we'll be back in balance. Yes, we stretched the bottom of the balance pretty good. I mean, can we get to the top of it? Possibly, but guess what? Until we get acceptance above 387.50, which are those 2 prior week lows, nothing's changed for me, even if we take out Friday's high. So step 1 for buyers, take out Friday's high. Step 2, get acceptance back into those 2 weeks range. So, destinations this morning early. Right now, my pre-market high is, the 382.67, 10 wide, most likely. Well, we still have 75 minutes, but right now would be a downside destination. So the upside right now will be pre-market high of 385.34. Then we have Friday's high of 385.58. 386.67, afternoon rally high from the 25th. That's J's high. And then those single prints, 386.90. Filling them at 387.56. That's the huge level. And then one other set of single prints, 389.93. Yet filled at 390.40. Now, the downside's a lot more interesting. First one would be the 10 wide from Friday at 382.67, which is H's low. Then we don't have anything to the overnight low of 378.83. Then Friday's low, which is a weekly low, 378.23, and the gap from the second, 377.34.89 point gap. So again, almost 1 million shares so far this morning, wide ranges and destinations. Even though we could come into balance in a daily, expect some major chop. So game plan for this morning. Well, a couple of things we can do. First off, if we open right around where we're trading, which is around M's high, and fail at the overnight high and Friday's high, that's a short play. You could even, for my money's worth, if the overnight high stays as it is at 385.34, you can take a short before it to see if they front run it, and then I would use Friday's high if we get above it as my out. That's a pretty decent risk-reward trade because if they front run it, or take it out but can't get Friday's high and get acceptance into M, well, guess what? Odds are you're going to go back down to that 10 wide POC. So it'd be a good risk reward trade for a short. Now, if we gap higher in the next 75 minutes, depending on the size of the gap and depending on where we are, we're going to get to very visual levels. So if we gapped high enough, where it was right around the 387.50 level, I'd take a short against those 2 weekly lows. If the gap isn't that big and we're not near there yet, then you can take a call play and see if we get up to there and use F's high as your out. On the flip side also, if we're open in the next 75 minutes inside of M's range, near the POC, there's really no trade here. There really is not a trade here that would be in balance, in value, with tremendous chop. Again, you come to CamelbackTrading.org's voice channel room, you will be getting these updates throughout the entire trading day, with the profile being live streamed. Okay, monthly, still healthy. One time framing up 4 months as we start the month of March. So nothing's really changed there. Weekly is the big one that has changed for me. Here are those 2 weekly lows I keep talking about, 387.50. We closed firmly inside of this 5-week balance. So for me, nothing has changed as far as the weekly goes unless we get acceptance back into these 2 weeks. If we don't, we should eventually see the 365, 370 level. So as impressive as this quote-unquote rally is this morning, all it is a short rally. And unless they take out the day's high and get acceptance above those single prints from the 25th, again, nothing has changed. And then in the daily, first things first, one time framing down 2 days, buyers want to take out Friday's high to at least establish a 5-day balance and stop the one-time framing down. We got through the 50-day moving average on Friday, got way above it, closed just above it. Pretty vicious moves both ways as these short-term algos prove that they can be very competent foe to deal with. Good luck trading today. Have a great day, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.